Guys, I might be a little bit under the weather. I won't lie. Yo. I might be a little bit under the weather. It's not it. Yeah. Hey. Hey. I'm just sick. It's not it. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was Johnny. I don't know if it was Tom Walks, but I'm just ill. So, not feeling 100%. So I was like, we're not going to fire off a mainstream today. We're just going to need to chill out. Sorry. So no clip competition today. Yeah. I also, couldn't sleep last night because I was just dying. Bro, I kid you not. It was I woke up every hour. It was so L. It was so L. Yeah, I hope you feel better. Yeah, I will. So I thought we'd just do a bit of co-working, you know? We could all just work on our own little independent things together. If that's all good. Hazmat. Oh no. I know. Not good. Yeah. Might log into the realm maybe later as well. Chill there for a bit. I've installed a new router, which is nice. I've installed a new router. Dare I say it's pretty lit. Dare I say it's pretty lit. No, you guys don't understand what I did, but sorry, my brain's a little bit soup. I got soup brain. I actually got soup brain. Let me go on D&D. I got soup brain, so we have to bear with. What mic do you use? This is the Shure SM7DB. They sent it to me, which is nice. Yeah. I don't know. Hi, Grammy nominee Tubbo. Hi, guys. It's me, Grammy nominee Tubbo here. But yeah, what does the mug say? It says Sports Direct. Yeah. So yeah. Wait, I'm still here. How do you spell the name for that mic? Shure, SHURE, SM7DB. You look tired AF. Guys, I just didn't sleep last night, at all. So it's it's gonna be a day where we just you know? I got inspired by you yesterday and made an MCSR parody. Would you like to hear it? I already heard it, dog. You sent it in chat earlier. That's crazy. That's crazy. Eat a popsicle if your throat is fucked. Nah, we're just chilling. So what's going on with the? What's going on with the? What's going on? How'd you get into tech and hardware? I just started learning. Are there any guys? I'm gonna be honest. I really want to learn Kubernetes. I really want to learn Kubernetes. No clue what that means. I just don't know how. May God help you. I don't know. I was in call with Santio last night. Where'd you get your hoodie from? It was actually a gift from the daughter of the person who owns this company, who sent it to the PO box in 2021, and it's just a really nice hoodie. So I can't really tell you where I got it from because it was the daughter of the person who owns this company. So I don't know. Come to the dark side, learn programming. You say that. I was really getting into TypeScript. I was really starting to understand TypeScript. Like, I downloaded a repository and I invoked it in a way which worked for me. I feel like what I want to do is I want to set up a script. I want to set up a website I can curl that has a bash script in it, which I can then execute on all of my peers and nodes to swap out my management interface and my SSH key to the new gen SSH key and remove the old one. Learn Python. Python would not help me for anything I do, for the record. Learning Python wouldn't do anything for me. That would be a perfect use case for an Ansible playbook, not gonna lie. I don't need Ansible or an Ansible playbook because I have snippets. So I just use snippets because it's already perfect. And also, Ansible is hard to get set up with a Tailnet VPN. I couldn't get it to work properly. And also, you need a control node, whereas for my computer, I don't need an Ansible control node because also I'm not trying to automate these tasks. I'm just trying to execute once. Like, this isn't something I'm going to need to do over and over again. Nice. Starting with TypeScript. Have you used vSit or Bun? No, I tell you what, I want to learn Go, I think. I think I really want to learn Go. It looks super performant, which is what interests me so much because I love doing stuff on like really cheap VPSs or like little Raspberry Pi. I thought Rust is the new Golang. No, I think Go is better than Rust from my understanding because there's a reason that like DDoS mitigation uses like Go and it doesn't use Rust. W memory safe Rust. But I don't know the first thing about learning Go or Golang. Feel better soon, Turbo. Thanks, Fit. How are you? Are you good? I'm just chilling. Random question, but do mods know if Tubbo uses any third-party software for his mic EQ, or is it just the pure Shure? I use no EQ. I just use quality audio interface. So I use a Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 4th gen because they've got the best preamp, and I have my mic set to flat, and then I take my flat mic into OBS, and then in OBS I add a compressor, but before the compressor, because I've stacked them, before the compressor I run a limiter. So I limit my mic gain to a maximum of -3 decibels with a release of 60 ms. Then in the compressor, I'm using a 10:1 ratio, threshold of -18, attack of 6 ms, release of 60 ms, and an output gain of +5. And then other than that, it's totally flat. Does that make sense or not really? You can say no. Super helpful. Thank you, boss man. No worries. No worries, my little chungus. Those are my mic settings. Can you tell I like audio? Can you tell I like audio and computers? Hardware compatibility is hard for me as I compared to coding in general. What does that mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? The only things that have like hardware compatibility that I've run into in streaming is OBS sucks on Linux, and it sucks a little bit on Mac, but less than it sucks on Linux. And audio capture on Mac sucks. But other than that, I've not ever had any other hardware issues. But also, if you buy a nice enough interface, you don't have any issues with audio on Mac. You know? It's been a long time since... OBS is sucking much less on Linux in recent versions, for the record. Yeah, but... NVIDIA GPUs still suck on Linux, which is the main reason... That's the best thing about OBS, using like new NVENC. Hey, like H.265 NVENC. You know? Well, there's good news on that front too. Wow, the chat's just brimming with good news today. NVIDIA is fine now. I think it depends. Well, I don't use Linux desktop. I only know CLI. I've never used a Linux desktop environment. So maybe it's better now. So all I know is that NVIDIA graphics drivers and CLI is crazy. And such a pain in the ass. You gotta get Hannah Montana. Do you use Bash? I do use Bash. I'm not a massive knower though, I won't lie to you. What are your PC parts if you know? My PC parts, I think right now I've got a 4080 and I'm using a Ryzen 9 7000 series, so 7950X. For Ethernet, I'm using 2.5 gigabit, and I'm using a 1 terabyte NVMe drive, and I've got a 2 terabyte hard drive. I'm tired. I have an NVIDIA graphics card, and I don't know if it's just jamming my other hardware, because I haven't set it up, but I tested GeForce. I don't know what that means. My rule of thumb is if you're using Windows and you're having graphics card issues, just reseat the graphics card, and it just fixes. Maybe that's L. Maybe that's L advice. But if you're having issues with your graphics card and you're running Windows, just reseat it. And it fixes like most of the time. Most of the time it just fixes it. You know? No, but BSD? I don't know what that is. What does that mean? You guys say stuff I don't sometimes understand. I want to build a GPU server. Guys, it's happening. Tubbo Live's getting into parallel compute. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Good morning, friends. It's not morning, but I just woke up because I'm sick too. I'm sick too. We just got a stream full of a bunch of freaking sick chatters. Lit. I should turn my phone off silent, I'm realizing. BSD is an anime, Tubbo? Well, okay, can we talk about something I understand? You know? There's also another type of OS slow. Oh, okay. BSD is also a family of open source Unix operating systems. Okay. Oh, like free BSD. Okay. I see. I see. I'm following you. I'm following. I listened to your new song on repeat this morning, so thank you for that. Hey, you're very welcome. I decided also we've been working on Tubbo more. For those of you that care. It's looking really good. It's looking really good. I don't want to make any false promises, but it's looking like on launch, we might actually have 1 terabit of CDN bandwidth. If it's done right. Because I had some calls with some people who manage an ungodly amount of infrastructure, and I was like, hey, run this peer container for us, and they were like, yeah. So it's looking like we might have 1 terabit of bandwidth on launch, which is really cool. Yo Hope. Wait, can we get POG with 2 G's added? I want that. Or is it all lowercase? I want that. Can we have that? Sure. Yes, thank you. I don't think it's capital P. I think it's lowercase. Let me check. Yeah, it's all lowercase. Yeah. I must admit, guys, also, Hightail servers are kind of flopping at the minute. I must admit. There's not a lot of demand for free Hightail hosting. Like, on launch, if I go back 30 days and turn off my auto refresh here. Like, look, there were times where, oh, not here. Look. Yeah, like, oh, I might have reset my data. Wait. Well, it was at least more than it is now. Like, yeah, like 70. Like, there used to be like 200. There used to be like 200 simultaneous online on Hightail. It used to be split relatively 50-50. But Hightail is like, yeah, it's crazy. Wrong overlay, sorry. I don't know if maybe Eternos just absolutely mogged me, but I feel like that might be the case. I feel like Eternos might have just mogged us. And that's okay. But, damn, I thought Hightail hosting, given how modded the server is, Hightail hosting with full file access would have been good. So I need you to give me admin on 7TV for you to be able to get POG. How? Ugh. How? Log me in. Oh. Ding. Excuse you. You already got it. Why do you hate me? You got it. Click the pencil tool. Oh, admin. Super admin. Okay, Matty is now super admin. But yeah, no. I thought Hightail free hosting would be way... I think the issue with our Hightail free hosting, though, is that the IP changes every time the server stops and restarts. But that's just with how Hightail is at the minute. But yeah, it just like, this just doesn't make sense. Like, I didn't expect it to be this, like, unutilized. How does Eternals handle their IPs? They probably built a custom system for it. And also, Eternals has so much infrastructure that they could just give static IPs to everyone. They have so much money and infrastructure. And also, they're in data center, so it's slightly different. Hightail is also a game in development. I feel like people get alert. Well, does Eternals not hand out dedicated IP? Eternals does not hand out dedicated IPs for each server. No, they don't. They don't. Oh, that's my iDRAC. You guys want to see my iDRAC? This is the new router. Cool, right? iDRAC. The problem is, Hightail who gets used less than guys like Eternals be rich af. Nah, actually, I met the Eternals people. They gave me a hat which says Eternals. It is pretty. They're actually really, really lovely. I don't know. You should save some servers for when GTA 6 comes out. A lot of people will use them, I think. Really? I don't think there's much free hosting opportunity for GTA 6. I was thinking about maybe Power World, but I'm not being funny. Beanie hat or baseball cap? Baseball cap. I think there's no... Power World also uses way too much resources. Hytale is nice because the server's about the same optimized as Paper for Minecraft. But, like, you see what I mean? Like, this is a massive discrepancy. Like, this is a massive discrepancy. Like, it almost feels, like, wrong. Like, if you go on the website, the first thing people see is, like, if I go on the website, the first thing people see now with Hytale support. And I'm like, damn. Hytale launch hype is just over. Yeah, but I feel like to go from like 200 online every day to 17 Hytale players is crazy. Let me find... I think I messaged Redunes how crazy it was going. Yeah, look at this. Bro. This is how many... It used to be like equal to Minecraft. This is on the old database. You can see where it dropped out. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like maybe I need to promote the free Hytale hosting better. I feel like people maybe don't know about it. Because I feel like a lot of people still play Hytale. Like, Noah Pikachu Clicks is releasing his Hytale Survival Games network in, like this weekend, I'm pretty sure. And I'm actually hosting that. So, or at least I'm hosting the EU network. But I don't know. The multiplayer scene for Hytale's a little bit weird. Yeah, no American players are online right now. Yeah, but you say that. There's still 540 people on Minecraft hosting. And also, we're an EU host, so it doesn't matter. Our peaks and troughs, if I go like 7 days, look, our peaks and troughs are like they're in sync. You see what I'm saying? You see this? Like, Hytale doesn't peak at a different time to Minecraft. They peak very much at the same time. Or maybe it peaks a little bit after, you know? Oh, I need to turn off auto. See what I'm saying? There are about 162k daily active users on Hytale estimated. You're right, streamer. They don't know. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Or maybe just like paid Hytale hosting is just more attractive to the Hytale community. Is also what I was thinking, maybe. But it's hard. Other than Minecraft, it's just GTA or Power World in my opinion. Dude, GTA hosting, I don't even know what free hosting for GTA might even look like. You know? I thought GTA was P2P. Yeah, but GTA Online is central server. Yeah. You can see, oh, my XDP filtering got re-enabled as well, which is nice. It wasn't reporting properly on Grafana. And also, I don't know exactly what the server requirements for like GTA 6 will be. Because I imagine it will be similar to like, like NoPixel. And I imagine that's dedicated servers, not really free instances. I don't think there's any GTA servers which are just like a free instance, you know? I think GTA Online is like MMO, which isn't really appropriate for a free container. But yeah, no, but the hosting has been going really well. Look, earlier this week, we peaked at 2,200 online. Every day, we're peaking at around 1.3K online. The Realm's also been doing good. Like, that's when we hit 500, hit 250. Like, you know, it's now Friday, going into the weekend. But yeah, oh, that's when the Realm died. Classic Realm. Probs, when you search up free hightail hosting, play hosting is literally the end of the web page. Really? Damn. Wait. Damn, we ain't even there. Damn. Damn. We ain't even there. Wait, page 2? Well, that's just my Twitter. How does my Twitter come up before the website? Wait. What is this? Wait, that's... Wait, is this video about me?
I don't know with this...
Wait. I need to switch account. So you're telling me my SEO is fucked. Oh no, page 3? Oh my god. Oh my god. Cooked. I'm gonna search up free Minecraft hosting. Oh! Wait. Wait, that's kind of aura, no? Like, yes, the ops are winning, but that's aura. Yes, the... Wait, so maybe that's what... Maybe it comes down to SEO. Maybe that's why that... Something is going on with this API call. And it's 100% this Donut Shield online metric. Yeah, look at those gaps. Odd. What do I query here? Oh, no, I don't. I just, when it nulls, I just gap it. Okay, I see. You need to improve... You need to improve it for Hightail without compromising your Minecraft one. Yeah. Maybe like a second homepage, which is like hightail.play.hosting, something like that. Like that won't go anywhere right now, but wait, but that's crazy when you search up free Minecraft hosting with a second search result. So maybe that's why... Wait, we have Pog. So maybe that's why Minecraft does so much better than Hightail, just because the SEO is so much better. Does it really come down to SEO? Are we serious? This is really SEO. And if you swap out Hightail... God damn! Eternals are just good at SEO, I guess. Fuck that shit. Bye, Eternals. Thanks, Nathan. I'll think about it. Do you have any analytics to find out how people are finding play hosting? Yeah, I can log into Cloudflare real quick. I know, Cloudflare. Ugh. What is phallic? I've heard about phallic nodes. People say they're really good for free hosting. If I go Minecraft server hosting, but they do like paid. Like their free hosting isn't free. Free Minecraft host. Yeah. I've heard about Phalanx nodes. Is this real though? Is this data real? Because what doesn't make sense to me is they've got 2,400 active servers right now. But if you go status.fat... Oh, where's their status page? Wait. If I take this domain and then just whack status dot... Okay, well that didn't work, did it? And then... Look, this is that... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, oh, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Wait. Damn. Wait, they've actually expanded so much. Wait. Last time I checked this, they only had like, damn, they only had like 10. Damn. You didn't have to count. That's true. What the hell? Wait, they might actually be mogging me. They're actually fucking mogging me. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Damn! They're fucking mogging me. All right, that's it. I'm going to have to deploy all the others. Fuck. I think we have similar total node count, though. I think there isn't much more than 45 nodes here, which is about what I have. Wow. Few incidents. They give out 7950X, 3 GB for Minecraft and 4 GB for Hightail. Well, damn. They might have mogged me, chatters. Used to card Ion back in the day. I don't know what that is. Dreamer. Part of why it's not able to find for her is since the actual text play.hosting webpage says... Wait, the actual text doesn't say Hightail anywhere? Really? Oh, wait, I failed the capture to log into Cloudflare. Give me a second. It thinks I'm a robot. Yeah, it's just the logo. I see. What I don't understand is, how is their deployment this utilized? Because what did it say here? How many players are online? 2,000, I guess. Well, what am I looking at? Because I don't get nearly that much utilization on my free nodes. They've got way better density. Are these definitely like is this definitely a Ryzen 9? Hello? Alex Note, hello? Like, what kind of CPU is this? Because I can't see you're able to use, like, this is a free node using 200 gigabytes at 94% CPU. I found out with the Ryzen 9, the CPU maxes out when you only have around 110 gigabytes of RAM utilized. So how is their density so good? Like, how are they using that much RAM on that CPU? I feel like the CPU pens, like, maxes out before you're even able to get to 200 gig utilized. That's why I swapped my configuration from 192 gigabyte to 128. Like, see, these ones are 128. And look, I think these boxes here running these higher RAM specs, I don't think they're 7950Xs. I don't think they're Ryzens. I think these ones in the 128 gigabyte configuration, 99, 128, I think these are Ryzens. I think they've said they've got Ryzen's, but the whole pool isn't Ryzen's. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking because there's no way on a Ryzen 9 7000 series chip you could utilize 200 gigabytes of RAM with only 91% CPU. I think only some of these nodes, anyone which is 128 gigabytes, I think, and also what location is this? They say location Frankfurt, Germany. So that is going to be Hertzner. Oh God, how do you spell Hertzner? There we go. So what, that's going to be Hertzner's what? Dedicated AX line. What have we got here which is supporting 128 gigabytes? So what have we got? So this is the... Hello? Wait, did I select AX? So, where's the CPU? It's not telling me the CPU. Am I stupid? Hello? Where is it? Hello? Here it is. So, 16 core... What? Am I stupid? Oh, so yeah, so this is the 7950X 3D. This has 128 gigabytes of RAM. So I reckon the 128 gigabytes of RAM is this one. But also, they're paying $116 a month per node. Like, that can't be... If they didn't have their paid hosting, this can't be sustainable free, is what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? This can't be sustainable if they didn't have their paid hosting, paying that much per box. For reference, I only pay around £30 per box. And also, look, it comes with two 2TB drives. So what they have is, rather than having them in a mirrored array, they probably have it in a multiple discs RAID 0, which is why they have 4 terabytes on each box. I see. Well, what are they doing for their database then? Because this website here says they've had 2 million total users. Also, this doesn't make sense to me. They've got less total servers than us. Like, we have around 750,000 total servers, but they've got way more players online. I want to figure out how I can improve, you know? I want to get better. Like, is it full file access? Do you get full file access? It's not a live number. Don't overthink it. Wait, this isn't live? I thought this... Does this not pull from somewhere? Oh. Oh. I thought this was live. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, and does this include paid hosting? Because if this includes paid hosting, then this number actually isn't that crazy. Because if I include don't know what the hell's happening there. Something's happening with free hosting. Yeah. It's fine. A little bit of disconnects. Little bit of blocked packets. No idea what that is. Because if I go last 30 days and then set it that off and then include non-free hosting, 500 players just disconnected. No, and because I've got a 2008. So this is my all-time player peak of 2,800 players online. If this is just a peak, that's fine, you know. In that case, maybe they're not mogging me as hard as I thought they were. You know? $500 players just disconnected? No, they didn't. This is like, bro, that's like 70 players max. Chill. And it was only on free hosting, which means it probably just means there was... Whenever I see drops like this, all this means is that someone on a particular node spun up a malicious container and sent a bunch of outbound packets, and then it just got cut. And then that causes that disconnection. Because it stops it from affecting the global network. That's fine. I mean, the free drop from 300 to 0. No, it didn't drop from 300. Look, the lower bound here is... Oh, wait. You're on about this. Oh, no, this is because... Wait, Nathan, are you still in chat? Your fucking metrics suck. Again. I'm scraping Donut Shield online. This is the V1 API. And it's just returning nothing. Not my fault. That is quite literally your fault. You run that. That's local, not API based. Then what's wrong with it? You set it up. What's happened? Why is it doing that? Is the scrape interval too high? Tail scale, probably. Well, Nathan, that's just... I'm sorry, that's just not true. Because all of this that runs on tail scale didn't drop anything. Like, it didn't drop any of the metrics. And look, to be fair, it does coincide with this, which is weird. Like, it keeps doing that as well. What's happening? The TPU temps look silly, like silly string, do they? Sure. You know what? Sure. Chat, he's so getting fired. I can't fire Nathan. I can't. He doesn't even work here. He just likes having his finger in every single pie. He's just here. Maybe your 1 second interval wasn't a good idea. Well, it works fine with everything else. Just this metric here gets fucked up. Do you want to see some cool analytics? I can show you some web traffic analytics. If I go last 30 days and then go page views by country, look, you can see where our utilization is. Give it a sec, it's loading. It's an expensive query. Give it a second. So there's been 2.4 million page views. And look, you can see India is our #1 by quite far. But close behind is United States here. And then followed by the Philippines, Philippines, then the UK, then Turkey. What I don't understand is, I don't understand how the UK isn't higher, given anyone that uses this host in the UK would get like 10 ping. Which is crazy. That's surprising. I don't think this is surprising. I think also Pakistan making an appearance. Oh, wait. Pakistan did make... Oh, Turkey mogged Pakistan. Classic. Probably get higher ping in the Netherlands, Tubbo. Lower ping in the Netherlands. You definitely don't get lower ping in the Netherlands than you do in the UK. That's just not true. Ping in India would be crazy. I can show you. World. I can show you what the ping in India is like. We'll just wait for the Bangladesh query. Where is it? I've lost it. I can't find Bangladesh. I actually can't see Bangladesh anywhere. Am I stupid? Oh wait, Control F. There we go. Wait. Okay, why is it? It's not showing me up here. It's only showing me down here. $186 MS on Sam Paulo. Holy, is that W? Oh, 230 to Mumbai. Really? 200. Actually, am I stupid? Ah, there we go. Yeah, I was looking for IN for India. Yeah. So most of the people who use play hosting in India, which is the majority of play hosting, they have around 230 ping. But they just don't care. Like, they actually just don't care. Whereas Australia, Sydney, 270. And also Singapore. This is what doesn't make sense to me. Singapore gets 170 MS. Crazy. Crazy. So that explains why it's quite big in Singapore. Where's Eternal servers located? Germany. I know, I feel like we got some quite good US pings though. 80 MS to US and Washington. Like, I feel like East Coast should be bigger for play hosting. That explains why US East is so big. But I know if you go by visitors, like individual visitors rather than page views, you get a more idea of actual user base. And then Pakistan starts mogging. Pakistan on actual total number of people visiting kind of mogs at 21k. So this is how many, so we've had 520,000 users in the last 30 days. Like individual people. So we've had about 500,000 users in the last 30 days. Hey. Bye. Bye. See you later. See ya. Have a good night. No visible mention of Hightail. See, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I think our Hightail SEO might be chopped, which is why Hightail was fucking sucking. Like, that is crazy low. Because Hightail is such a modded platform, and there's no free hosts that give full file control. So I think we just have chopped SEO. Because that's an image. That's not text. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna ask. Add Hightail to tags in SEO. I'm gonna message Josh. Heyo, do you reckon we can improve our Hightail SEO? We are second on free Minecraft server, but not on free Hightail server at all. We should change this to say now with free Hightail servers and make it say Hightail in text, not an image. There is literally nothing on here which says Hightail. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Holy ass SEO, yeah. The only time the word Hightail shows up in the file name for the logo. So I'm chopped. So I'm fucking chopped. That's it? You guys are actually creatures. Stop scraping my website, actually. What the hell? Can you add mod on a free Minecraft server play hosting? Yeah, that's the point. We are the only free Minecraft host which lets the user upload literally any file they want to the server. Also, I had a crazy thought, boys. I had a crazy thought. What do you guys think if I was to start to do like £1 VPS? Like £1 a month VPS. Because I got a bunch of like crazy high... With what specs? I was thinking like 4 gigabytes of RAM, 1 thread. Sounds incredibly easy to abuse, but I 100% love them. Yeah, I kind of want to build a VPS platform. Because I love VPSs, but I feel like that's 100% going to get abused. Yeah, well, I'd give it a different IP block. £1 per month for 4 gig. Yeah, because like, bro, the servers aren't even running. Like I have, what do I have right now? I have 512 cores, 1,024 threads, and 3 terabytes of RAM not being used because it's just out-spec'd. It's like outdated for Minecraft, but it's still really good spec for VPS. Like, it's about the same as this, I feel like, in terms of performance with DDR4 memory. Cheap VPS servers are catnip for bad actors. Make it slightly more expensive, in my opinion. What, maybe like £2? I don't know. You end up getting the whole block blacklisted, though. Well, yeah, that's why I'll buy a different IP block for it. You reckon £3? I don't reckon £3, because look at OVH. Oh! Sorry, I forget every time I type in OVH, it immediately goes to my... Sorry, that was loud. It immediately goes to my login page. But look at this. If I go order, and then order virtual private servers. Like, bro. Like, bro, look at how... Wait, why is it red? Hello? But like, bro, £1.40, £4 a month. 8 gig of RAM, 4 cores, 70 terabyte. Like, bruh. Bruh. You should do dedicated hosting servers. They are better than VPS. No, 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 no. I will never do that. Because I have my goat's lily pad. I have my goat's lily pad. Why does it not let me go to the website? And they're the dedicated. But they don't do VPS. Oh, that's my address. Lit. Just had that on screen for a while. Probably do £2 if free is too much. I don't know about VPS. I have to delete this VOD now. There is no VOD. Stay around the OVH price. Don't compete with them. Well, but they're offering better. Like, their CPUs and their RAM is better. So it makes sense that it would be cheaper. £2.50 middle mark. Yeah, but how would you even set up like a platform like this? You know what I'm saying? And also, also, I feel like it's the next logical step for play hosting as well. Because we want to attract a more technical user base. And when we get the new lease line, we will then have 8 gigabit extra of public bandwidth, which, like, not being funny, we're only pushing like 700. But I'd need to look into a really effective hypervisor. Are you planning on selling the VPS? Yeah. But I'd probably need to buy, like, a /23, wouldn't I? Like, go on IPXO, get 512 IPs, use OVH BYOIP, add it to the proxy. Correct term would be renting them, true. But then I would also need to update my terms and conditions to be like, hey, if you violate fair use, if you run malicious containers, if we have reason to believe you are proxying illegal traffic, we can terminate, no exception, no refund. Like, I just need to update that. Because, like, as soon as you get into cheap VPS, DDoS the Pentagon. Hey, Nathan. Nathan, what do you think about me doing cheap VPSs? Tubbo, you need some fidget toys, because why are you playing with a screwdriver? I was just using it earlier. No? What do you mean, no? I think it's a really bad idea. But it's the only use I have for all these old servers. And, like, to be fair, we already have enough trouble with bad actors. Wait! I've got an idea. Get a fidget. No, I think fidget toys are so cringe. I just have a screwdriver because I was just using it. No, you don't. You think you do, but you don't. Why are servers offline, by the way? Don't lie to me. Don't freaking lie to me. They're all online. Don't stress me out like that. What the dog? How are they cringe? Because I went to a secondary school. I went to a special needs secondary school, and everyone there had a damn fidget toy. And whenever I was trying to think or focus on everything, I hear like click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, pop, 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 pop. I'm like, oh my god, actually everyone in this class needs to kill themselves. And that's why I don't like fidget toys. Like, it might be great for you, but it's hella inconsiderate to anyone else around you. Sorry. And, like, I struggled enough with school. I didn't need 50 million different fucking fidget noises in my ears. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with Minecraft bad, right? If you give them a public web server, then you will want bleach eyes after a few reports. What does that mean? What are you on about? What is this? What have you just sent me? It says address, click to coffee, Minecraft server 67, CPU, RAM, offline, storage 0 byte. Well, yeah, that just means you haven't started your server. I mean, don't do VPSs. Well, I mean, you'll end up getting police investigations and shit. Really? Is VPS that sucky? What about... Hear me out. What about a container platform? So where people can pay, submit a Docker Compose, and then it deploys their container. What about a container service? And then we can just screen the Compose files to make sure there's nothing bad in them, right? Because we already are who's doing the screening? Well, if it does well enough, I can just hire someone. So like Fly.io. I don't know Fly.io. Run coding. Yes, literally like this. I'm thinking more about ECS, like Amazon ECS. How about something like that? Like they create a compose file or like a Kubernetes pod or like an egg, and then I just deploy it. And then I can just use it. And like we set up like a cluster. So I used to run a hosting company that did not cheap VPS hosting. The amount of illegal things you'll see customers doing on hosting, it isn't worth it. Really. Might be slightly better, but still a large attack vector. Hmm. Read the Buy VM Discord if you want to know the hellscape of cheap VPS hosting. But like, oh, guys, I have so many fucking resources in this service with these servers and nothing to do with them. There's got to be some kind of platform I can build with all of this hardware I have. Use Google. Google what you won't after the police seize your resources. True. Host an email server. I don't want to host an email server. Emails are too mission critical to host locally. I think emails and metrics and alerts, none of those can be hosted locally. Run an anonymous VPN company. Great. Great. No, that's just fucking great. Where is this? One says on fabric slides to automate accounting. Oh God! Really? That's crazy. Guys. I accidentally left Beth on red. I'm cooked. Hell nah. I don't know. I feel like a container platform could be good. I feel like... How much would you charge? I reckon I'd do hourly. I'd do it based on like hourly usage. Because that's what most container platforms do. Be like so many pence per hour. Sorry, my phone's going crazy. What happens when people don't pay it? Sometimes I wake up and think I should make a tailscale alternative using OVH VPSs, but maybe that's just me. I don't think there's a market for that because Tailscale already works so well. There's always a market. Really? Okay. I feel like maybe I should promote free Hightail hosting in the Hightail Discord, but I don't know if you can really do that under like the showcase. I don't know. When are you gonna start a wireless ISP in Brighton? Say less. But yeah, Hightail is really dwindling. But also, I firmly believe right now in the entire free Minecraft hosting space, there is no host better than Play Hosting. Like, we had a bunch of uptime issues. They've hence been solved. I now firmly believe there is no better free host than Play Hosting right now in Minecraft. Like, Eternals doesn't come close. I don't know much about Phalix, but I don't think they give full file access and file control. But I like, there's nothing close. Like, it is just the best product. Phalix gives full file control from what I could see. I span up a test server. Oh, really? Damn. Then maybe they're mogging me. Maybe they're mogging me. You know what I kind of want to set up? Bro brought unique domain play.hosting TLD, or do you own the .hosting TLD? You think I own a TLD? How much money do you think I fucking have? No, I just bought play.hosting. I think you need to write these ideas down. Listen, I have 1,000 threads of compute and 3 terabytes of RAM doing nothing. I just need to figure out what the best way to use it is. Sell them? You think sell those servers? I feel like there's no point selling them. Make a Minecraft minigames network? Nah, there's no point. Rent them? No one's gonna want to rent a server like that. No one wants a 128 thread server. Sorry. Start folding at home? I can't. It takes too much energy and there's no money back from it, you know? It would be great if FFmpeg was as efficient on CPUs as GPUs, then I'd have hella use for it. But the hosting TLD was launched in 2014, over a decade ago. Yeah, but the issue is it's getting more expensive. Dot hosting used to be like 50 quid a year. It's now like 300 quid a year. Which makes me think, uh-oh, maybe they're gonna get rid of the dot hosting domain. Then I'd be in trouble. If you dedicate the machine to forwarding at home, you can get some kind of tax write-off. Something about donate it to charity? No, because it's just my energy bill, which is already tax write-off because it's a commercial building. And also, just because it's a tax write-off doesn't mean you have to spend them. Doesn't mean you cannot spend the money, you know? Yeah, I don't know. Tubbo, it's gone up to nearly 600 a year? No way. Really? Dot hosting 600 a year? How much is my renewal? Show me. View all domains. Show me. I'm logged into the wrong account. Log me out. Sign out. Hey, you can donate to us for mitigating DDoS attacks. You know I can't do that. Has it seriously gone up to 600 a year? Play.hosting. Manage. What's my renewal? It doesn't say. Products. It's not telling me what my renewal is. Add years? Let's have a look. Oh my fucking god. Yeah. Yeah, $400 a year. $400, £269 a year. On a domain. Crazy. Why is name.com more expensive? Namecheap is the cheapest domain seller. They're the best. I like my numbers XYZ domains more, with a total of 85 pence per year. Yeah. Porkburn is selling dot hosting for $300. I think it's cheaper. I'm not moving from Namecheap. I used them for so long now. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, I don't know. So cheap VPS is a no. We're saying that's a no. What if we do what Linode do? for their cheap VPS and implement ID check and ID verification to purchase. You don't have the manpower to do that? No. They do a shit. No. They outsource it all now. You have to like send in your ID and do like the ID check. I'm a real person. How much will that eat into the cost of the VPS? Yeah, you're right. That's just ID check. So you should do that ID check stuff. We even have it now. Well, not for free hosting. That's ridiculous. We'd never do ID check for free hosting. What does this mean? Container server is in locked state, cannot start container. Bro, you really got to learn how to. You got just install a software. It's in a locked state because you're installing a software. Wait till OSHA says you need ID check. Do it for paid VPS, ID check, etc. No. I think VPS is a solid no. Okay. Where were we? No, honestly, also, oh my god. I've been looking at GPU server chassis. Bro. Oh my god, this server is so fucking beautiful. Look at how beautiful this server is. I want it so badly. How fucking much? This is chill. This is not that much for a super micro machine. Imagine the power bill. I believe... Now, I could be wrong here. I believe it's only 2,000... like 3,000 watts. Which would only be... Well, I mean, we can actually work out how much this would cost to run every month. Calculator. We got 3 kilowatt hours. 0.22 times 24 times 30. That would cost £158 4 pence per month to just to have online. Crazy. How rich are you? What do you mean that's not that much? It's not about how rich I am. It's just about I'm kind of numb. Like, this is not for a server which can store 12 GPUs. It's not that much. Like... Your fixed is surely coming to an end soon. Yeah, but it doesn't look like it's going to go up because there's still a surplus of renewable energy in Brighton. So it would be very hard for them to justify... it'd be very hard for them to justify raising my energy rate. Honestly, this might be a kind of W chassis. It looks a bit ugly, but Yeah, that's an E80X motherboard by the looks of it, judging by the standoffs. 2.5 inches. Yeah. Oh, those are clamps for graphics cards. Yeah, but electric prices are a whole countrywide regardless of our access and power and Scotland, etc. That's not true on commercial rates. So commercial energy rates are dictated by how much surplus demand there is at certain hours. So depending on what the hours in the demand are, my rate will change. And I use a lot of energy which is called the type of energy where it goes back to the grid after you use it and you don't consume 100% of it. Like charging your phone consumes 100% of the energy. Whereas the energy I use will go back to the grid after it's done its job. I forget what it's called, but that's why my energy's cheaper. Power factor? Nah. It has a name. It has a name. It has a name. Also, guys, do you want to see something incredible, but keep it under wraps for the nerds? I found a service where you only have to pay... £2 10 pence per terabyte. Do you want to see? You want to see? I don't think they've caught on to it yet. Are you ready? And it's on OVH. Fellas, take a look at this bad boy. That is less than £2 10 pence per terabyte. Per month. Isn't that crazy? There you go. So this might be my plan in the future for play hosting offsite backup. But right now it doesn't make enough money to be able to do this. However, if I did this though, I think I would have to get rid of the 100% renewable energy because the backups are now offsite. Which would suck. Isn't OVH renewable energy? I don't believe so, no. I believe it's dependent on location and region. Whereas like Hertzner is 100% renewable. But this is such an attractive price per terabyte, no? And like, look at how many in stock they have. If I just wham that up to 10, bro. That is, I'm not even being funny, guys. That is a petabyte of storage for 2,100 a month. That is a petabyte of storage. 1.2 petabyte. World's gone fucking crazy. Excluding taxes? Yeah, but VAT registered. You claim that back anyway. Yeah, crazy. Get a yottabyte? That would be thousands of those. So that would be a lot. Is that good or bad? That is incredibly good. And then what you do is you just cluster all of them in S3 with like MinIO, and then you got the world's most craziest fucking database. I mean, it's not like you're using all the storage. It's bad for the price. Someone tell this motherfucker how much storage I use real quick. Someone tell this motherfucker how much storage I use. Where was your VAT number? Where was your VAT number on my Realm bill? Oh no, that's because for Realm we use an MOR, which means that VAT is included because of the MOR. That is just, we don't, that's not processed by, we're not the payment processor. Still got to show a number though. No, not with an MOR. And also, I wouldn't share my VAT number with you guys because Timber Studio doesn't have one. It's linked to another entity which is private. Aww, I really like this stupid ass boyfriend of mine. He's gonna come to my house and cook for me because I feel sick. What an idiot. Aww. Stupid ass idiot BF. You get it. Dude, look at how fucking cool this. I want it so bad. I want this shit. Look at this. This person was 100% mining Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? Look at that cable setup. Look at that cable setup. This person's 100% was 100% mining fucking Bitcoin and it became non-profitable. Because there's more than 10 available. Because the only reason anyone in this economy would sell a CPU node like a GPU node like this is if they were mining Bitcoin. Because if they did GPU cloud compute, it would be so fucking profitable. Ah, crypto bros are stupid. Never mind, I think it's normal the CPU spikes to 200 when you try to load a resource pack. Yeah, that is normal. This is actually a really good fucking deal, by the way. What I am interested about, though, is... what motherboard is this? I don't think I've ever seen a motherboard like this. Because what I'm trying to do right now, guys, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a primary and a failover GPU parallel compute node for Scram. Because right now we have one GPU node with one single GPU. I want to get something set up like this. So you see how all of these are 2 slots? All of these here are 2 slots. So that could be like, what, 1, 2, 8. It says 8 apparently. This could be 8 RTX 2008s or 4008s. Probably 2008s. I'll probably go for the RTX, the Dell RTX 2008s. That's 8 of them, which is enough for, I believe, 800 simultaneous encodes, which is enough for 200 live streams being ingested. 200 live streams being ingested would be, yeah, 800 encodes at the 4 resolutions. Tubbo, would you ever try AI? No, because there's no open source model which didn't rely on an environmentally non-sustainable data center to train. So no. So what's your plans for Valentine's Day? I'm playing an MCC, obviously. The BF understands. MCC is more important. Well, I don't understand. Where's the front I.O. in this server? Odd. Where's the... what's the... because there's also no back I.O. Oh, is this the case without the I.O.? Play.hosting has a Discord AI bot, does it? Then I'm a fucking hypocrite. W hypocritical streamer. Oh, so it does. The difference between programmed AI and Gen AI though. Yeah, it's probably programmed, to be honest. Does the listing say PCIe 4x16, but the datasheet say PCIe 4x8? I don't know. I don't think this could work, though. Maybe Beth and CPK's wife. CPK's wife has a name. You animal. Could have a watch party? Maybe. Ops on rugby chat? I think rugby, when I played tag rugby, I know it's not the same. Tag rugby was really fun. Like, I did play real rugby for a little bit, but low-key, I'm not fat enough for it. Sorry. It's the truth. I'm actually not fucking fat enough to play rugby. That's fine. It's just like, whatever. Bro was fighting the wind with that one IRL stream. True. You don't have to be fat, no, but you have to be built and you have to be heavy. Of which I'm neither. This server looks really well made. But also, what kind of socket is that? That looks to be a SP3 socket. Am I correct? Is that SP3? So what, you could put Epic 7551 in there, right? Yeah, SP3? Yeah, I thought it was. That means that this should be able to support up to 5 terabytes of memory, correct? But the memory bandwidth's not very good. So I think it's only 100 megahertz, not megatransfers. What can I say? I know a server. The mud's what stops you freezing to death. Also maybe running around. I don't know. I like this case. This looks like a really interesting case. A bit weird that the fans mount to the front, though. Also, I like that this is a GPU server that's actually short depth. Also, let me show you 45 Home Lab. These. I was also looking at getting a chassis from these guys. They just released the... Where is it? HL... I don't want the HL15, but like just the chassis... No, this is their storage one. Actually, no, maybe this wouldn't be right for what I want. Actually, maybe this chassis wouldn't be right for what I want. Because also, my train of thought was, what if I can build the Scram GPU nodes to also be storage databases? But would that overload the CPU, you reckon, with operations? Because, like... With building a live stream service, you obviously need somewhere to store clips and you need somewhere to store VODs for an amount of time. I was thinking, what if I built the GPU nodes to not only do the GPU encoding, but also then run the S3 instance and be added to the S3 cluster? I don't know. It was a thought. It was a thought. I'm just trying to think, how can I, like, optimize? As long as the specs don't crash out. What does that even mean? Sorry. I was reading. Yeah. I don't know. You know what I want? I want... Okay. Real talk. Actually, what I want is I want to work with a metal shop fab and actually design my own server chassis to be exactly what I need. That's actually what I want. Next topic he does normally after this is custom PCBs. Say less. Nah, I feel like for that I need to go to university for electrical engineering. Like, there's actually just no other way to do it. Like, the only way to learn PCB fabrication is to actually get, like, micro electrical engineering courses. Like, this actually, it's just so hard. I also did look at this Cooler Gen one. It didn't speak to me, though, because look how deep it is. You don't, though? I think basic electronics and robotics knowledge is enough. I disagree. With PCB fabrication, there's so much more to it. For example, how many layers you want the PCB to have, how thick your wires have to be to move certain voltages, how the order of the parts pick and place charges different parts of the layers of the PCB differently, how to separate the grounding plates and stuff. I feel like you can't do that without having like a fucking sensei, you know? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying you need a damn sensei. Honestly, do you know what I need to do? I need to rack... I need to rack the new... I need to go into the server room and I need to rack the new router. So I might have to fire off an RTMP pull down and just bring you in on my phone for a sec. By the way, did you know that the guy who does IRL.run and IRL Toolkit, he actually like builds and owns the hardware for it? How cool is that? Did you know that it's self-hosted? How fucking cool is that? I don't know. We need to increase our Hightail SEO. Also, I can't tell. The thing is with free hosting is you can never tell. Like, there's like... I feel like as it goes into the evening, this number should go up, but it didn't. I'm hoping tomorrow because... Bro, my file is taking up all the storage from logs. Bro, and delete the logs. Why am I doing tech support right now? Come on, bro. Delete the logs. What I'm saying is I'm hoping tomorrow at the weekend we will be able to break 600 online or maybe even 700 online. But they make more. Bestie, Google is free. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the exact circumstance. I can't help. Google is free. Like, there's so many excellent tutorials on how to deal with this exact situation. I didn't even finish my coffee. Maybe I feel so sick because I'm dehydrated and I'm drinking a diuretic. I can't screen share on Google. You're not gonna... What is this? IT... What have you just let... What is that? Whoa! Whoa, what the hell is this? Whoa, what a cool website. What is this? Custom? Well, how does it... Well, what kind of servers would I want? I don't... Whoa. I like super micro. Whoa. Whoa. Cool. Where's their micro cloud? Show me a micro cloud. Do they not have the micro cloud? They must have the micro cloud. What do I want? I want 4U servers. That's a micro cloud. Well, none of these seem to... Oh, 4U blade enclosures. Wait. Wait! That's a micro cloud. Cool. Cool. I got my final exam grade out of Gov. I got a 99. Is 99 good? What's it out of? If you say like... Did that say? Oh my god, I thought I said my name. I was like, how the hell did it... It's out of 100? Wait, what the fuck? You're smart. Damn. Damn, dog. I forget how smart my chat is. Alright, which ingest has this gone live on? Second? Alright. If I just go live on that. Let me see if I can get... Let me see if I can get this to work on here real quick. You're telling me idiotic shrimp is smart? Fuck my life, I'm cooked. Let me see if I can get this to work on here real quick. You're telling me idiotic shrimp is smart? Fuck my life, I'm cooked. Oh, nice. Okay. Alright, let's rack this router then. I can show you the cool new router. AMD custom integral. Wait, we also have this. Wait, what have you just sent me? Wait. Oh, custom integrator. Wait, what the hell? I don't know what this does. Okay, whatever. Right, we're going to the server room real quick. What? Clean your keyboard? What? That is not dirty. Nothing about that is dirty. What do you mean clean your keyboard? That's fine. That is a clean keyboard. And a clean mouse. I'm actually very clean. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'll grab my laptop so I can see you guys too. Just out my bag. There we go. All right, I'll show you what I've been working on. I'm putting my hood up, not because I'm a weirdo that puts their hood up inside, just because the server room's got so loud. I genuinely think it might be starting to damage my ears a little. Oh, you can see that's where I've been working right now. We've got a couple... Oh, I set up this little station as well for management, which has been doing me a really good favor. All right, let me just... Oh, let's not film myself typing in my laptop password, Toby. Brilliant. Okay. Twitch.tv/Tubbo live. Cool. Command plus, just make the chat a bit bigger. Cool. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to realistically put you guys there. That's chill. So much noise. Yeah, that's why my hood's up. I really need to get a pair of ear defenders. It's like really loud. I'm sorry. I'm in like some serious need of ear defenders. So yeah. This is actually quite a bad angle for you. Maybe that's better? That might actually be better. I don't know. Old shoes today? Yeah, because my other ones got wrecked doing Tom walks. You can get terminals in rack drawers. Yeah, but terminals and rack drawers need VGA. I'm gonna get my screwdriver, one sec. By the way, you see this server down here? This is the current GPU server, which is why I want to get it put into its own container. Because it's just not in the rack. And also, the nice thing about the rack is they're raised off the floor. So if there was to be a flood or a pipe burst, nothing electronic would get wet, but the GPU server would die. So that's also what I want to do there. Okay, I'm going to just... Oh, it looks like... Okay. It looks like actually this node is already... Alright, check this bad boy out. This is the new router. It's got dual 100 gigabit, dual 10 gigabit, dual gigabit, and iDRAC management. Crazy. Crazy. So this is the new router that's going in. So I'm going to slide this on top of that UPS up there. And then I'm going to run some new QSFP Plus cables to it and get all that sorted. The only annoying thing about this Dell EMC server, which I didn't know before I bought it, is that it needs to be mounted on rails. It doesn't have any other mount. Because I would love to put it directly underneath the 7050QX switch, but that's just not possible. Alright. Are you ready to see how sketchy it is when I put servers up here? This is actually how I do it. This isn't a joke. This is actually what I do. I go up here, I tuck that away, and I just slide it in. Okay, actually, one sec. I'm going to just put it on top of the rack for now. We're going to need a little bit more wiggle room. I'm probably going to need to move this table. Let me just unplug this real quick and move it. Health and safety, look away. It's not that bad. It's just not ideal. Oh, caught the monitor. VOD Tubbo, caught the monitor. Let's go. Alright. Yeah, don't mind me. Just holding the thousands of pounds new router. Lit. Alright, what have I got to work with? I'm going to just move that out of the way for now. So I can... Jesus Christ, this shit's blowing hot air. And then, yeah, I just basically have to slot it in. Like so. Hand out the way. Pull, pull, pull. Easy does it. Pull, pull, pull. Pull, 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 pull. I can pull that cable up and top. And it is not in yet, that's for sure. And it is in. Brilliant. Make sure I know these cables in. Yeah, that one looks good, lovely. Let's tuck them up there together. This cable is actually way too long for this connect, but there's really nothing I can do to swap that now at this point, except maybe try to loop some of the excess. This cable is too mission critical to be removed, so I guess it's just going to be like that. Alright, can you even hear me when I'm talking? I just feel so sick. What do I need? I need some water, honestly. Actually, I can also unplug this now, which is nice, and re-loop up this cable. Doing a little bit of cleaning, you know, boys? Doing a little... Look at how fun this cable is, though. This is my test kettle lead. Because it's one plug that goes into 2 kettle leads. Nice. Maybe don't be on a ladder if you're sick. Shut up. Someone's got to do this shit. And if I don't do it, no one's going to do it. Lav mic use case. So is this safe, Monka? Honestly, yeah. Like, I follow quite a lot of good practices with this. I'm now gonna just put my workstation back. There we go. Plug it back in. Voila. Voila. Lovely. Cool. Cool. The sound is stressing me out. How do you think I feel? I basically live in this building. Okay. Next up, I've got these 2 RJ45 cables that need to go into Ethernet 1 for management. And it needs to connect to iDRAC. But first of all, I'm going to get it all plugged in and set up. I am actually also going to get a energy. Okay, yeah. Cool. You know what? You're actually on a chair. I can just slide you around. All right, we're going over here. Come this way. Right, we're going to this side of the server room now. There we go. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Can I, like, lift the back up a bit? I don't know how this works. Oh, God. Maybe something like that? I don't know if that worked. Something tells me that didn't work. Maybe I dropped the back down a bit. Something like that? Yeah, okay, sure, whatever. Jesus Christ, when this room gets so hot, bro. So what happens if you, like, shut the whole thing off? It'll be a lot quieter, but also it doesn't really shut off because it all has battery backup. Also, I got some beautiful new AOCs, if you care as well. Gonna be installing these bad boys. Alrighty. Okay, so this, I have to note, is not screwed in, so I'm gonna need to plug. Oh God, how do I want to do this? Okay, give me a second to think. This is the excess slack cable from that connector. Okay, that there plugs into the KVM. Okay, I need to first run my management cables, actually. So let's do that first. When does this room get so hot? Probably when the servers got put in it, true. How do I want to link these for now? I want to connect them to the old network without... Lovely, and then I need to take this up and down there. Oh God. Actually, this shit pissed me off. Why is this so fucking hard? For what reason? For what reason? For what reason running cable needs to be this hard? For what reason? Alright, then that needs to go down through this viaduct. Let's pull that tight. Yeah, cool. And then I need zip tie. W renewable zip ties. Nice. Ladder, thank you. And then up we go. Alright, then we want to plug this one into hydrac management. But first I'm going to make a little nice friendly cake. Oh fuck, is that really set up like that? Okay, that's fine, I'll figure it out. I'm going to set up a little cable loop here to get rid of some of this excess cable before I do that. So I can probably loop that, what, 5 times round? 5 times? Yeah, 5 times. Alright, then I'll zip tie that there. Cool. Cool. Gonna need a second zip tie. Give me a sec. Okay, that one's a dead zip tie, this one's not. Alright, and we'll just plug that into the hydrac there. Okay, cool. I can't wait to get rid of this shitty ass Ethernet cable for the old router. And then what I'm going to do for the time being, before this gets moved over to the new network, I'm going to run this RJ45 across into our old setup here, and just run it across the rack like this. I'm not into the management switch. And I can just put that for the time being into gigabyte 1. Cool. Then I can power this on. And everything's on. Lovely. Cool. Okay. Oh my goodness me. First person, first 2 should hold the ladder. What does that mean? What does that mean? One sec. Let me ask on my laptop what port it needs to go in. Wait, I'm just checking. Let me open up one of these. I need my knife. Give me a sec. I'll be right back. I'm back with a knife. I'm cutting towards myself. Fuck you. I'm careful. There we go. said he was 5'6". I think I can... People tell me I'm 5'7", but doctors tell me I'm 5'6". So I'm gonna vote to trust the doctors, you know? Let me actually check what port we want this SFP in. Port 8, make sure the QSFP goes into port 0 on the Mellanox card. Fuck my life. Okay, let me go see which port 8 is. Port 8? Are we serious? Okay. Well, let's start by connecting it to port 0. You are not 5'7". So 5'6". Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not one of those guys that cares massively about height. So, really, it doesn't matter to me. Oh, it has tape on it. Oh, I'm stupid, that's why I can't open it. I'm like, why the fuck can I not open this QSFP? Compatible brand, AI. Okay, lit. I thought I got general use. I did get general use, it's just saying that. Okay, so this is about 1 meter long. I'm hoping that will be enough to get to the front of the 7050QX. Quite a nice optical connector though, no? These AOCs are they're really good. You just have to be careful not to bend them too harshly. Otherwise you'll damage the integrity of the signal and you can get quite bad latency spikes due to packet loss. But no, these fs.com AOCs I absolutely am loving. Like, I think these are genuinely one of the coolest connectors. Sorry, this is just me. I'm just getting the kinks out of it. Cool. Alright. Port 0. They're not labeled. The ports are not labeled. Okay. I'm going to assume port 0 is the top one. I'm going to pop. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's the perfect length. Oh, beautiful. Let me ask, is port 0 the top or bottom port on the card? Bottom being closer to the PCIe slot. If anyone in chat wants to check for me, that'd be helpful too. It's the Mellanox Connect X5 dual 100 gigabit card. thought zero's got to be the first one on the card. Okay, I think we might be able to go back to the desk now. Oh, that didn't work. Ugh. Looks to be plugged in. Looks okay. Cool. Oh wait, let me put my Stanley screwdrivers away. Yo. Hey. Back here. Can finally hear again. You yanked the power cable? No, I did not. What do you mean I yanked the power cable? Who are you to tell me what I have and haven't yanked? Log me back into iDRAC. This shit is online. What do you mean? This shit's online. What do you want from me? PCIe slots. Is this working? Both slots occupied? Yep. Mellanox 5. Yep. 10 gigabit. Cool. Both. Cool. Sorted. Sorted. Okay. Damn. Whoa. 570 online in public pool. It's Friday. Play hosting's getting busy. You know what we seriously need to fix on play hosting though? Bro. We seriously need to fix ads. We make no money from ads anymore compared to what we used to. That might be partially because of the massive Indian player base. Like, low-key, the Indian player base is kind of destroying our ad rates. But, like, also... But also, it'd just be so fucked up just to block the entire... the entire country of India. And probably also Pakistan from using play hosting. Like, that's not... Why add blockers? Because basically... India and Pakistan make up like 50% of the usage of play hosting, and there is no revenue from those regions. So like it uses a shit ton of electricity and power, but they don't make any money for the service. So it's like the biggest loss it can be. Don't block my people from the website. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying we really have to get our US, UK, and Europe play accounts up in order to cover that. Because like it would be fucked. But to be honest, like this is the crazy thing. Loads of like DDoS providers, like anti-DDoS protection companies, their solution to stopping DDoS attacks is just like, you know, block the entirety of South America. You know, also block the entirety of Western Asia. Like that's like actually their mitigation techniques for like some of these attacks. But you need to make money, I know, but there's a balance. And anyway, I don't know. We have quite a lovely Indian community on play hosting. I wouldn't want to turn all those people away. Like they make up like 30% of our total web traffic. Could more ad space be created? In all honesty, from someone from America that uses play hosting, the servers kind of have connection issues for me, alongside Bedrock crossplay having issues. Don't know if that's just a Geyser issue. No, bro. We have issues with Bedrock and Geyser and voice chat because all of that is UDP ports. And it's very dangerous to automate the opening of UDP ports because it can make you more susceptible to UDP flood DDoS attacks. So we're really good at TCP traffic. Any TCP traffic is perfect on play.hosting. But UDP we still struggle with. That's also why Hightail probably is causing issues. I didn't know he had an Indian user base. Yeah, 30%. It's about... I think our Indian user base is about 140,000 users from Mumbai. Yeah. And Bangladesh, etc. I mean, you can be attacked on TCP, but UDP attacks are not good. Well, yeah, I can be attacked on TCP, but I just have really good TCP anti-DDoS mitigation. Like, for TCP mitigation, I think we've got like 1.3 terabit of capacity, and then we have a shit ton of layer 7 filters, which are application specific to Minecraft. So, that's awesome. We want to DDoS play hosting, the baby that does no wrong. True. No, right now the issue is people are using play hosting to DDoS other people. Ah, that's the issue right now. Well, we're working on it. That's a lot of reach in the world's biggest developing region. True. The issue is, though, like, there is no good data centers in India. Like, there's no good data centers. Like, India has such shit connectivity. So does Pakistan. Like, there's, like... What do you even do there? Can I do, like, a dedicated server? Can I just do Mumbai? Yeah, bro. It's just, there's nothing. Is it Go Dedicated? Go Dedicated? Is it... Where's OVH? Go Dedicated. I think Go Dedicated might have Mumbai, but I'm really not sure. India has a strict telecom restrictions, which tend to get a lot of external companies out. It's crazy. No, bro, they don't. They actually don't. Damn, not even Go Dedicated have India, bro. Wait, where is this? Unless I'm stupid. No, that's Taiwan. I'm stupid. For those of you that don't know, Go Dedicated is built on GSL's backbone. It's GSL's dedicated hosting. This is where we'll get most, like, Hong Kong, for example. This is where we'd get regions like that. Yeah. I don't know. OVH have daddies in India, but not many? Really? No way. What is this? Web hosting? No, 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 no. I want dedicated server hosting India. See all prices. So this is what's available in India. So yeah, so this is sorted region in Mumbai, India. Like, yeah, there's just not a lot. Like, I'm seeing no CPUs which would work for us, you know? Well, the real question is, would an Indian user base feel the difference between 230 ping or a slower CPU max thread? That's what I'm saying. Like, would a large Indian user base rather have lower ping? Would they feel low? I don't know. Yeah, because even these advanced threes, like, these aren't very... It would... In order to add an India pop for play hosting... First of all, it would need to be something like this, which is way too much money given the India region doesn't bring in any revenue. So this should have Mumbai. This scale A4. Fascinating trade-off. Yeah, because for example, they would go from having servers which have a 5.7 gigahertz turbo to like a 3.7 gigahertz turbo. So it's just like... But you go from having 230 ping to having 10 ping. I wonder what Pebble uses for India. They seem to have 570X and 99... no way. Most free hosts don't have India location. Because they feel that. I don't know. Singapore, though. I definitely could do something in Singapore. Okay. I gotta go. I gotta go meet up with the BF. We're having dinner. Yeah, sorry no mainstream today. I'm not gonna lie, I just felt like such ass when I woke up this morning. I don't even know what to tell you. I just felt so bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Blame John A. True. Happens. Co-working knows stuff is a nice change of pace. Yeah. We'll be back tomorrow. We have clip contest and it's the weekend. So maybe we do some IRL. Maybe we finally do IKEA for that little table I want for in here. Okay. Well. Bye, guys. Bye. See you around. Bye now. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.